Good evening. My name is Nicholas Breen, and I am honored to be the Master of Ceremonies for the 25th anniversary of Cherokee High School's annual Renaissance People's Choice Awards. Before we begin tonight's ceremony, let's give a round of applause to the wonderful Cherokee Chamber Strings. I would like to introduce Alexander Levins, a Cherokee senior and member of the Cherokee Concert Choir. He will be performing the national anthem, along with a presentation of the flags by our Junior Naval ROTC program. Would everyone please rise?
Ready, go. Forward, march. Color guard, halt. Right turn, march. Color guard, halt. Present, colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Thank you to Alexander and the JROTC program. Thank you to the honored guests who have joined us tonight. Lenape Regional High School District Board of Education member, Joanne Harmon. Our principal, Mrs. Charlesworth. Our administrators and staff. Cherokee's People's Choice Award winners, your parents, family, and friends. And finally, thank you to our Renaissance advisors, Mrs. Buchanan and Miss Lynch. Thank you for being part of this special evening where we pause to celebrate some of the Cherokee's finest students. Please join me in welcoming Miss Lynch.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rylan Lynch, and I am one of the advisors of Cherokee Renaissance. Welcome to the 25th Annual People's Choice Awards ceremony. I'd like to take a moment to briefly share the premise behind our ceremony with each of you. This annual Renaissance honor is given to students nominated by the faculty and staff of Cherokee for an academic achievement, an act of kindness towards others, or for simply making a positive difference. It is our goal to praise those who work hard to succeed in school while exemplifying compassion and goodness in their daily lives. Tonight, there are 66 students receiving an award out of 2,000 plus students in our school building. To say that these students have made a positive difference in our school community would be an understatement. Students and parents, you should be very proud. Thank you for joining us tonight, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Ms. Lynch. We are now pleased to present this year's People's Choice Award nominees. We will begin by honoring our seniors. Please note, due to many sporting events tonight, some seniors will be honored closer to the end of the ceremony. Our first presenter will be Mr. Agnew.
Omar Reyna has brought his energetic and positive attitude every day to the halls of Cherokee. As a member of the indoor and spring track teams, Omar has always attempted to be the best he can be to improve his distances and times throughout the 2 sports seasons. Cherokee will indeed miss Omar greatly next year as he prepares to finish his high school career. So congrats, Omar, and enjoy the final weeks of your high school experience.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Barlow.
Mike Stepnowski is an awesome kid who I've had the pleasure of teaching for the past 2 years. While Mike is very introverted, he still makes our classes fun and engaging. He's the type of kid you get excited to talk to every time you walk in the classroom. I thought it was important to nominate him as my People's Choice recipient because he is a truly hardworking and intelligent person, and I thought he needed to be recognized for that. So Mike Stepnowski.
Our next presenter is Mr. Belleville.
My recipient of the People's Choice Award has left an undeniable mark on Cherokee community. Not only does she excel academically, but she also stands out as one of the most involved students in our halls. Caitlin is a member of organizations such as Renaissance, No Place for Hate, and she actively participates in countless other clubs. Her dedication extends beyond the classroom, as evidenced by her impressive accumulation of volunteer hours. Caitlin embodies the spirit of giving back, exemplified by Dr. Seuss's poignant words, "Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better." It is with great pride that I introduce Caitlin Abdallah as my recipient of my 2024 People's Choice Award.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Boland.
My People's Choice nominee is someone who makes my classroom more enjoyable, more entertaining, and definitely more real. She isn't one to mince words or hold back thoughts, which I believe makes her one of my most genuine students. Keep being you and keep being strong in your will. My People's Choice Award goes to Jayla McIntosh.
Our next presenter is Dr. Bretz.
My People's Choice Award this year is Melissa McGarity. Melissa McGarity demonstrated a poise, grace, and confidence beyond her years at the Cherokee Open House. Melissa was there ready to take the stage with her cheerleading team when, at the last minute, she was asked to sing the national anthem, not an easy song. Without hesitation, Melissa agreed to sing and then proceeded to wow the entire attendance with her beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Mel's My People's Choice Award winner because she epitomizes what our chiefs do when they see someone in need. They give or do whatever they can do to help. Congratulations, Melissa.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Capito.
My People's Choice Award goes to Cameron Pescucci. Cameron is one of a kind and has grown so much during her high school years. I am grateful to have been a part of her journey and will always value our honest, meaningful, and sometimes difficult conversations. Cam has demonstrated courage in overcoming challenges, and she regularly expresses deep gratitude for her family and friends. Cam entered high school during the first year we opened the Wellness Room, and she has played an integral role in setting a positive, accepting environment and has taken a leadership role in planning wellness activities and events. I have no doubt Cam will continue to have that positive impact in her future endeavors, and anyone who knows Cam will be impacted by her hope and determination in making our world a better place.
Our next presenter is Mr. Carr.
An exemplary leader whose actions speak volumes of his remarkable character. An unwavering dedication to Cherokee High School, leading by example, he embodies qualities of compassion, enthusiasm, and integrity. As a role model for other students, he inspires others through his genuine care for both his peers and their endeavors. His commitment to excellence is matched only by his willingness to uplift and support those around them through positivity and empowering others to reach their fullest potential. I'm proud to honor my 2024 People's Choice Award winner, Daniel Leonard.
Our next presenter is Mr. Cassidy.
My People's Choice is Corey Mazer. Corey consistently demonstrated dedication, teamwork, and sportsmanship throughout the basketball season, inspiring his teammates and earning the respect of his coaches.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Katana.
Hi, my People's Choice Award recipient is Lily Barber. Lily Barber has been a dedicated member of the Cherokee Scout, our student-run online school newspaper, since 2020. They were behind their computer screens and somehow made a really special year for us that year. She continued to contribute. She, for 4 years, wrote articles telling stories about our students, highlighting our clubs, our school events, and sharing the perspective that our students have on the intricate problems and issues that they face today. As editor-in-chief this year, she fostered a welcoming and inclusive community where smiles and laughter reigned and everyone had a chance to contribute. Thanks for everything you did this year, Lily.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Charlesworth.
Good evening. My People's Choice Award goes to Ryan Craig. In the halls of learning where minds ignite, from a legacy family, he shines so bright. An unwavering commitment to academic success, a strong work ethic, he's at his best. Now a confident senior through and through, a Cherokee chief, tried and true.
Our next presenter is Mr. Dragowski.
My People's Choice is for Travis Martin. Travis expressed in September that he was actually thinking about dropping Spanish this year as there had been a mistake in his schedule. I'm thrilled that he decided to continue, and he has shown growth in all areas of language proficiency. He is kind, intelligent, has an effortlessly cool leadership style that I have seen inspire both people in and outside of the classroom. And on a personal note, as a first-year teacher at Cherokee, he's helped me feel welcome and get to know the culture of the school as well. I'm honored to be his teacher, and with his theatrical talent, language skill, and keen intellect, I know he will go very far in life.
Our next presenter is Mr. Ewing.
Good evening, everyone. I am darn proud to present my People's Choice Award to Justin McCary. Justin is not just a good student, he's an all-around great person. He's very mature, he's as personable as it gets, and will do anything for the people that he cares about. The time, effort, and loyalty that he pours into his relationships is evident every single day. He shows up to his friends' JV baseball games. He comes to check in with me on a daily basis, even though I haven't had him since his freshman year. Now, as a senior, I consider myself very fortunate to have watched him grow up and become the man that he is over the last 4 years. Justin McCary, thank you very much.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Forney.
My People's Choice Award goes to Brietta Lay. Brietta's nomination for the People's Choice Award resonates deeply with me as I see a reflection of my younger self in her. Through challenges and victories, Brietta embodies the essence of grace, resilience, and fearlessness. These characteristics, along with her strong will and independence, will lead her to amazing opportunities. It's been a privilege to be a part of her journey, and I wish her continued success.
Our next presenter is Mr. Guerrera.
My People's Choice Award winner is Cheyenne Geen. As an administrator, my daily schedule can be very unpredictable. However, this year, I have one constant variable. Every day, I get a visit in my office from a certain student that stops in to say hi on her way home. No matter how hectic or stressful my morning has been, our brief interaction instantly puts me in a great mood for the rest of the day. Cheyenne Geen, watching you blossom this year as a student at Cherokee has been so enjoyable. Congratulations for being recognized as my People's Choice recipient, and thank you for having such a positive impact on me.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Henry.
My People's Choice Award goes to Nick D'Antonio. I have known and thus been impressed by Nick since his freshman year. As a writer and then editor of the newspaper, he made an impression by showing up and getting involved from his little Google Meet box in our virtual meetings in 2020, and has maintained that enthusiasm ever since. I was lucky enough to teach Nick his junior year, where I discovered how hardworking and intellectually curious he is as well. I am so proud of everything Nick has accomplished, but I'm not sure anyone can replicate the positivity, creativity, and energy he has brought to our newspaper and our whole school community. And I and the remaining staff, especially Chad and Merriweather, will greatly miss him.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Herbert.
Andrew Casey is my People's Choice nominee for 2024. Andrew is a selfless, kind-hearted, intelligent young man who always thinks of others and how he can make their lives better. For example, Andrew lost a young relative to childhood cancer, so he started a fundraiser in honor of this brave little boy. Andrew's involvement at Cherokee ranges from band to stage crew, Russian club, and so much more. We are so lucky to have had him as a Cherokee chief, and now we need to share him and his talents with the world. Congratulations, Andrew. Thank you.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Herpin.
I am thrilled to announce that my People's Choice Award for 2024 is Mason Hicks. Mason's sense of humor and easygoing nature make him a joy to be around. He's considerate, and it's evident in the halls and classrooms here at Cherokee. Mason has demonstrated remarkable resilience in the face of tough challenges. Consistently showcasing strength and a positive attitude, Mason dreams big. His future is as bright as the skies he will be piloting. As he ventures into the world, I hope he remembers, once a chief, always a chief.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Hoffman, who will be read by Ms. Reed.
I would like to nominate Zachary Ott for the People's Choice Award. This is due to his exceptional qualities both on and off the football field and javelin runway. As one of the captains of the track team, he has displayed exemplary leadership, dedication, and sportsmanship, inspiring his teammates to strive for excellence. Additionally, he embodies being a loving son and supportive brother, demonstrating kindness, responsibility, and compassion for his family. Congratulations.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Isopi, who will be read by Mr. Lee.
I'm thrilled to read on behalf of Ms. Isopi because I love this guy. From Mrs. Isopi. I'm a firm believer that well-rounded students are future leaders of our country. We need students who are not only academically successful, but also compassionate and responsible. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have had Tommy Pajic in my class last year. Beyond his academic and athletic achievements, Tommy is a kind and compassionate individual. He took the reins of a philanthropic effort to raise money for Inspiring Life Together, and we surpassed our goal to his effort. It is students like Tommy who remind us of the importance of helping others. Congratulations. This award is a testament for your achievements and serves as a reminder of the incredible potential that lies within each of us. Keep up the fantastic work and continue to inspire those around you with your passion and dedication. Well done. Come on. Take a picture. Come on.
I can't wait to take a picture. Our next presenter will be Miss Kent, who is read by Miss Buchanan.
Good evening. I'm Mrs. Buchanan, and I'm pleased to read for Miss Nicole Kent that cannot be here this evening. Her People's Choice nominee is Mackenzie Brown. Mackenzie has overcome one of the most difficult challenges, losing her hearing, and she has excelled in all her classes. She never let her hearing loss affect her education, learning ASL as a way to access more information in the classroom. She is loved amongst all her teachers and strives actively to be the best. Congratulations, Mackenzie Brown.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Kulo.
Since the moment Maddie became a member of the girls' track team, it was very apparent that she was a hard worker and I could always count on her to put her best foot forward at practice. Although she can sometimes be someone of few words, when she does have something to say, it's always helpful or puts a smile on everyone's face. Maddie's an excellent teammate who even shows up to support her other teammates when she's not competing. For these reasons and many more, my People's Choice nomination is Maddie Fonseca.
Our next presenter is Mr. Lee.
I got a special gift for my recipient for the extra quality time we spent down in Disney World. Some Band-Aids. It will make sense in a second. My 2024 People's Choice Award goes to someone you just want to be around for his positive attitude and his hard-nosed work ethic. Despite facing challenging injuries during football, he persevered with unwavering determination, showcasing resilience and strength of character. His positive attitude and commitment to recovery not only inspired his teammates, but also earned him admiration for all those that crossed his path. Through his hard work and perseverance, he not only regained his physical abilities, but also emerged as a role model for resilience and determination. With his kind heart and unwavering spirit, he continues to make a positive impact both on and off the field. Ladies and gentlemen, my 2024 People's Choice Award winner, Mr. Kevin Paikin. Give him some Band-Aids. You can ask him about it later.
Our next presenter will be Ms. Lynch.
My People's Choice nominee is a student whom you truly wish to have each year. I was fortunate enough to have her as a student for 2 of her 4 years at Cherokee, and even that doesn't feel like it was enough. Over the time that I have gotten to know Kamaya Jordan, I have witnessed her blossom into a confident and determined young woman. She is simply a ray of sunshine in every aspect of life, and I am certain that all others who know her would agree. Kamaya, I am a better person and teacher for getting the opportunity to know and work with you. Cherokee will not be the same without you next year, but I am confident that you are on to bigger and better things. The world deserves to see just how amazing you are. Congratulations.
Our next presenter will be Ms. McGarity.
My People's Choice Award goes to Mason Franchetti. Though this culinary genius regularly shares with me the sweet and savory creations of his foods and nutrition class, it is his generosity of spirit and heart that I celebrate tonight. Mason is remarkably personable and upbeat, and over the last 3 years, his conversation and laughter have been delightful improvements in my days. And it's not just my days. Interestingly, Mason teaches sailing, and the children with whom he shares the love of this sport, along with the kids he supervises in a local after-school program, are surely fortunate to have in him such a kind, responsible, and fun-loving role model. At Mason's core is an outspoken love for his family, and this gratitude and affirmation shine warmly for all.
Our next presenter will be Mr. McKinney, read by Ms. Barlow. Mr. Barlow.
So Mr. McKinney chose this student, and I was happy to read this for him because this is one of my favorite students ever, too. In my opinion, the blueprint for Chosen Green's success can be credited to 2 attributes. The first is consistency. Chosen brings it every day. She has a desire to work hard regardless of the conditions. The second is positivity. Chosen sports a smile at all times that makes people feel welcome, encouraging them to match her effort. Thank you for being such an important part of Cherokee High School and our track and field program. I know you will continue to find success in your consistent effort and positivity. Chosen Green.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. McKenna.
Okay, so I am honored to announce that Riley Lender is my People's Choice Award. Surprise! Riley is a leader on and off the Cherokee softball field. She is selfless, determined, full of a lot of grit, and a role model to our younger players. She leads with confidence and is a true example of a Cherokee chief. I'm looking forward to seeing you perform not only on the athletic field next year and also in school. Congratulations.
Our next presenter is Ms. Miller.
My People's Choice recipient is Elena Kelly. She's probably shocked at this news. Elena stands out for her school spirit within our student section, no matter what the sport, always showing off her Cherokee pride. Her infectious energy impacts those around her, creating a fun and inclusive atmosphere. Beyond her school spirit, Elena embodies integrity and empathy, standing up for others when she feels they're not being treated fairly or calling students out for doing something wrong. She's the type of person I want on my team or in my corner. She has left her mark on Cherokee and on me, and I know she will continue to do so as she enters the next phase of her life in college. Congratulations, Elena.
Our next presenter is Ms. Milligan.
There are not many students that I can say I have known since the day they were born, but Lainey Erickson has been a blessing in my life since her first day. I've had the honor and privilege to not only be Lainey's godmother, but also her high school counselor. Over the years, Lainey has proven to be exceptional in so many areas, but what truly sets Lainey apart is her character and strong moral compass. To say I am going to miss her next year is an understatement, but knowing she is going to be, I'm sorry, right where she is meant to be, puts a smile on my face even though I'm crying. It makes me prouder than you will ever know. Love you.
Our next presenter is Mr. Mesoreco, read by Mr. Barlow.
This is the last one by me, I promise. So Mr. Miz picked Mikey Sparazza as his People's Choice recipient. I had the pleasure of gaining Michael Sparazza as an English teacher this year and quickly learned that he brings a special energy with him wherever he goes. Without fail, Michael enters the room, greets everyone, announces what a great day it is, and immediately begins a conversation with anybody and everybody in the class. While he's a great student and participant academically, it is his positive energy, enthusiasm, and demeanor that makes Michael such a memorable person, and it is these traits that will help him find success wherever he goes. I personally want to tell Mike how much I have appreciated his attitude and presence in the classroom this year, encourage him to not lose sight of those values, and wish him well as he moves on from Cherokee. Mikey Sparazza.
Our next presenter is Mr. Montgomery.
I could go on forever about my People's Choice nominee and how special she is. I'm not sure if I've ever experienced a student who has grown so much from freshman year to senior year. We started by meeting regularly during her freshman year, working on resiliency skills, building confidence, and coping mechanisms for stressors. Now we're here talking about the next stages of life as she was accepted to her dream school. Ange, I'm not sure you understand how impressed and proud I am of you. You went from a semi-quiet freshman, unsure of which direction you were heading, to a peer leader and leading classroom presentations and discussions with underclassmen. Thank you for helping me be a better counselor, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds. My People's Choice is Angelina Fasolo. There you go.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Moore.
Hello. Before I call up my nominee, I just want to take a quick second to say that I have been doing People's Choice for a very long time, and I always like to save it for a senior. And I don't think I've ever had as tough a time narrowing it down to one senior as this year. The class of 2024 is full of phenomenal kids, and Cherokee is really going to miss all of you guys next year, so thank you. Out of the many deserving seniors this year, my People's Choice Award for 2024 goes to Olivia Gerber. I taught Olivia when she was a sophomore in my Algebra 2 honors class. I think she's the only student I've had who actually ever dropped my class and then asked to come back to it. Anyone who knows Olivia knows how kind, outgoing, and funny she is, but I also admire her persistence and her work ethic. Next year, she's headed to TCNJ, my alma mater, to become a math teacher herself, and I couldn't be more proud. Her future students will be very lucky to have her.
Our next presenter is Mr. Oriole.
Good evening. My People's Choice selection this year is Taylor Reeves. I've been Taylor's counselor for the last 4 years, and I've been nothing short of impressed by her. She has a ton of accomplishments that have led to her being accepted to every college she applied to. She'll be going to University of Florida in the fall. I'm very proud. But I selected her because of the quality of her character and the type of person she is. I have 2 young daughters myself, and every time I see Taylor, and since I've known her, I've always hoped that my daughters grow up to be like her. So congratulations, Taylor.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Ormsby.
My Teacher's Choice recipient is Ellie Gipe. Earlier this year, I was sitting with Ellie's mom at her senior all-star game at Gateway High School, and Mrs. Gipe was going on and on about Ellie's favorite teacher, Mr. Ellis. I laughed and said, "I'm not her favorite teacher," and Mrs. Gipe said, "No, Orms, you're her person." Ellie, I might not be your favorite teacher, but throughout your 4 years here at Cherokee, you have always gone out of your way to make me feel impactful, valued, and appreciated. It's really hard to sum up our relationship in a 30-second speech, but the bottom line is, in a time when being in education is tough, it's students like you who make me remember why I became a teacher in the first place. Thank you so much for letting me be your person over the past 4 years.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Pompey.
My People's Choice goes to Emily Muschek. Emily, or M&M as I like to call her, is the type of person who shows an interest in others and in the world around her. She is one of my Fashion 2 students who would have continued on had it been available, and even though I don't have her in my class this year, she makes it a point to stop in and sometimes even uses the room to complete projects. I am continuously impressed by her level of maturity and dedication. Congratulations.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Reed.
My People's Choice goes to Anna Hunter. I have never come across a student athlete that has demonstrated more leadership, dedication, and poise than Anna in all my years of coaching. I feel honored to have coached Anna, and my only wish is that we could turn back time so I could have been her coach longer. Anna is a gift, the definition of a team player and a coach's dream athlete, and her desire to succeed and to have those succeed around her are unmatched. Coming in as a new coach to a sport that meant so much to her, and at the start of her senior year, Anna welcomed me with open arms and gave me nothing but the utmost respect. My favorite thing about Anna is how she has equal parts of everything. She is the light in a dark room, she is silly and mature, she is easygoing and all business, and she is caring and fierce. Congratulations.
Our next presenter is Mr. Rotolo, read by Mr. Lee.
Excited about this one, too. She's awesome. Ms. Rotolo's 2024 People's Choice Award winner, Miss Aiden Ulrich. Aiden brightens my day, always greeting me with a warm and friendly smile, both in the classroom and the many times that she sees me in the hall. She is respectful, thoughtful, considerate, and kind to everyone. In the classroom, Aiden stays focused, participates, and always strives to do her best work. Aiden makes me feel hopeful about the world and the future. I agree. That's good. Come on, let's go. We can reach it out.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Snyder.
Sam, I guess by now you've guessed it's me. I'm delighted to nominate Sam Levine for my People's Choice Award. Sam, since I first met you as a sophomore, you impressed me with exceptional leadership qualities, commitment to learning, and unwavering positivity. I'm so honored to have had the pleasure of teaching you for 2 years. You are a remarkable and caring young man, and I know you will make a difference in the world. I will miss you next year. Congratulations.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Stickney, read by Mr. Beltville.
Hi, it's my honor to read this for Mr. Stickney. I have had the pleasure of having my People's Choice nominee in class for the past 2 years. I have watched this young man grow and mature into the person he is today. One of his goals during junior year was to be able to do option 2 for his senior year, and at the start of the second semester, he was able to achieve that goal. I look forward to seeing him graduate this year and see what lies ahead of him. My People's Choice Award goes to Malachi Barnville. We're going to go this way.
Our next presenter will be Miss Bell.
Ava Regalado is like a hidden gem, quietly making a profound impact without seeking recognition or praise. Ava possesses an understated but remarkable ability to positively influence her environment and the people around her. Despite Ava's modest demeanor, her actions along with her work ethic speak volumes and leave her as a role model to most. Ava is truly an unsung hero whose contributions often go unnoticed, but whose presence had made Cherokee a better place, making her the perfect candidate for People's Choice.
At this time, we will continue our ceremony with a presentation of the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen awards. Our first junior presenter will be Mrs. Barlow.
All right. I am thrilled to nominate Chloe Birdie for this award. As the only junior captain for our Cherokee girls volleyball team, she exemplifies dedication and leadership. Not only does she excel in her own performance, but she also generously dedicates her time to mentor younger athletes, fostering a supportive team environment. Additionally, her involvement in unified basketball, playing alongside physically disabled and/or neurodivergent athletes at our school, showcases her inclusivity and compassion, making her a true leader both on and off the court. Very proud of you.
Thank you. That was so sweet.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Delgouchereau.
My People's Choice Award goes to Aubrey Ellis. It has been said that the greatest predictor of success is grit. Aubrey Ellis does not back down in the face of a challenge. Instead, she steadily works to find new ways to become the best version of herself, no matter how daunting an obstacle might be. She is a creative, determined person with a kind heart and nothing but success in her future. Congratulations.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Graziano.
Good evening. My 2024 People's Choice Award is presented to Anthony Perez. Anthony is a student who has a great passion for learning. He comes to every class every day with a very positive attitude. He's very upbeat and he's always ready to work. The interest that he shows in my business law class and the quality of work he produces in this course is impeccable. In fact, when I'm out of class for a day, the substitute teachers have left some very kind comments regarding Anthony's leadership and kindness. Anthony is a student who makes me a much better teacher and is a constant reminder that I made the right career choice. Congratulations, Anthony, and thank you very much for being such a great young man.
Our next presenter will be Miss Havers, read by Miss Bell.
Hello. The student that I chose for this People's Choice Award is the quintessential well-rounded student, Kelly Walters. She demonstrates inclusiveness and shows respect to every individual. At least once a week, she comes and eats lunch with the self-contained program and takes time out of her busy schedule to make her classmates feel important. She also happens to be a dedicated athlete, and any one of her teammates or coaches can attest to her undeniable resilience and positivity. That is why my 2024 People's Choice Award is Kelly Walters. I made it.
Our next presenter is Miss Ingrayo, read by Miss Lynch.
On behalf of Miss Ingrayo, I would like to invite Olivia Ronning up on the stage. Miss Ingrayo says, "From the moment I met Olivia, she has been an absolute ray of sunshine. She quite literally lights up every room she enters, including mine during class 3 every day. Olivia radiates boundless energy and unwavering dedication, which has made working on the yearbook together a joy. Olivia's contagious positivity and determination has consistently brightened my days, and I can't wait to see how she continues to spread joy throughout Cherokee next year. Congratulations."
Our next presenter will be Mrs. McGinley.
Hello, my People's Choice Award goes to Haley Mansell. When choosing a People's Choice Award, it was an easy choice for me. Haley brings joy to any classroom that she enters. She's a hardworking student who is kind to all of her peers and will step up to help others if they are struggling. Haley exuberates accountability, integrity, and respect, and is a role model student here at Cherokee. Students like Haley are what makes Cherokee so special.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Petragani.
Good evening. My People's Choice Award goes to Ashley Siegel. I have nominated Ashley for People's Choice Award because of the joy that she brings to Cherokee and to me each and every day. She's a model student and young woman. She is hardworking and kind, two qualities that I very much admire. I look forward to chatting with her every day, whether we're having some silly laughs together or some more serious conversations. Congratulations.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Pickney.
My People's Choice tonight is Max Ingram.
Gotcha.
Max always has a fun and positive attitude that spreads to the people he's around. He keeps school interesting and entertaining, but always has been very respectful, polite to his classmates and teachers. Max is also a student that stays involved with extracurricular activities during school and is never afraid to show his school spirit. Congrats.
Our next presenter is Mr. Reicher, read by Miss Lynch. Mr. Carr.
Thank you. On behalf of Mr. Reicher, I've taught Joseph in electronics 1 and 2, and I mentor him on the robotics team. He is always upbeat and engaged. Further, he is always glad to jump in to help the team, class, or teacher with anything that is needed. Mr. Reicher's 2024 People's Choice, Joseph Gurewitz.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Ross, read by Mrs. Moore.
Hello again. I'm happy to read for Mrs. Ross because I'm also a fan of her choice. Her choice is Evan Breifogel. In the words of Mrs. Ross, I am truly impressed and cannot say enough positive things about this young man. First, I am beyond proud of him. This student not only moved up levels in math, but he now has the highest grade in my Algebra 2 class. Second, this student is ambitious and has a voracious appetite to succeed in all that he does, whether it be football, peer leaders, Chiefs United, his job, or in the classroom. He is truly the epitome of the kind of student that we all aspire to have and to know. Lastly, he is noble. The kindness, maturity, and respect that I have been fortunate enough to have witnessed is immeasurable. He has one of the biggest hearts and is one of the most genuine and sincere individuals that I have encountered in my time at Cherokee. Evan, I am so incredibly lucky to have met you, and I cannot wait to see all that you will accomplish.
Our next presenter is Mr. Spaeth, read by Mr. Lee.
I'm back, I'm sorry. Mr. Space, 2024 People's Choice Award winner, Ms. Julie Sang. Julie Sang has always embodied what it means to be a Cherokee chief. She has continuously displayed qualities of accountability, integrity, and respect. Julie is going to be a successful individual who not only impacts the world, but has the utmost positive and meaningful impact on those she surrounds herself with. Julie Sang. Get over here.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Trejo Mendiola.
Here we go. It is with great pleasure that I nominate Dakota Sestare for my People's Choice Award. Her humility, honesty, and respectfulness are only a few of the qualities that define Dakota. To be completely honest, Spanish was probably not her favorite subject. She often would tell me how learning a language was very challenging for her. However, Dakota worked very hard to complete assignments, asked for help when she needed. She often visits me and shares about how learning the language is still difficult, but she also expresses that she likes Spanish. I believe that our job as educators is to give our students a space where they feel safe, appreciated, and loved. Only then learning can occur, because building strong relationships with students truly matters. Dakota reminds me of this truth. Gracias, Dakota.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Wood.
My People's Choice nominee is Yvette Iniguez. Yvette's journey highlights the importance of perseverance and hard work. Initially not a standout student in her freshman year, and Yvette realized that hard work makes you successful. It has been wonderful to watch her mature and grow into the beautiful, talented woman she is today. I enjoy catching up with her during our hallway chats, and she always brightens my day. Felicidades, Yvette. Were you surprised, or did you know?
Our next presenter is Mr. Coyle.
Sorry, that wasn't going to work. All right. Now, I usually nominate a student for this award because they're an exceptional young artist, and while this student is a fine artist, it's not the reason why he's here tonight. I'm here to bring to light what a good human being Jamison Gazelle is. He is always polite and cordial, acknowledging you with a greeting whenever you should meet. He is also willing to sacrifice his time in order to care for his community and make up for the apathy of others. I regularly witness Jamison staying in late after class to clean up the mess that others leave behind. Not because I ask him, not because he feels obligated to, he just does it. And I kid you not, I've witnessed this. I've witnessed Jamison in the bleacher area after lunch with a dustpan and broom, just cleaning up because he believes it's right, not because anyone asked him to. It's people like Jamison that we need in the world, people who are willing to make sacrifices in order to make up for others who simply just don't care. It is for that reason why Jamison Gazelle is my 2024 People's Choice Award recipient. Jamison Gazelle.
Our next presenter is Miss Hillian.
My People's Choice Award goes to Baron Henson. I have never met a student with as pure a heart as my nominee has. He is genuinely kind and helpful, always offering solutions to his friends' problems, usually with a positive, optimistic outlook on the situation. He has a very caring and forgiving spirit, and a smile and laugh that lights up our entire math classroom. He encourages me to be a better person. Baron, congratulations.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Konsowitz.
My People's Choice Award goes to Kylie Brown. Kylie embodies the essence of a team player. I had the honor of witnessing her performance during her team's basketball playoff run this year, and when she stepped up to sink 2 crucial foul shots that she took coming off the bench with composure and skill. Beyond athletics, Kylie shines brightly in the classroom. She consistently demonstrates her dedication to helping others and fostering a positive class environment. Her willingness to assist her peers in need, along with her positive energy, make her a valuable asset to our class community. Thanks, Kylie.
Our next presenter is Miss Martinson.
My People's Choice Award is Peyton Brown. Peyton is an absolute ray of sunshine. She puts 100% effort into everything she does and never loses her smile. Every time I see her, she's already laughing, ready with a warm hug or a happy hello. Having Peyton as a student last year kept me sane during our absolutely crazy class, and seeing her was such a bright spot in my day, and it has been an honor to see her grow into the confident young woman she is today.
I had no idea. No, I kind of forgot that.
Our next presenter is Mr. No.
My People's Choice nominee this year is Brian Rosendale. Brian is a caring and conscientious student who cares deeply about his family and doing well in school. He's always respectful and polite and can carry a conversation about any topic. Brian also works very hard after school and on the weekends at his job. His work ethic and willingness to learn will carry him very far as he grows older. I'm looking forward to what the next 2 years of high school will bring him. Congratulations.
Our next presenter is Miss Bolin.
My 2024 People's Choice Award goes to Sayani Romero. She has shown great care in her fashion work. Without fail, Lynn completes projects beautifully. She goes above and beyond, challenging herself with different materials, and reminds me a lot of myself when I was in high school taking fashion courses. She also proves that she has no issue taking care of the room and often organizes everything without even being asked to. It has been an honor to have you so far this year.
Our next presenter is Mr. Rodriguez.
My People's Choice Award goes to my man, Sebastian Smith. Bash never fails to put a smile on your face, whether it's simply greeting you when he walks into your classroom or asking how your weekend was. He comes to class with a positive attitude and fills the room with positive energy. Congratulations, Bash.
Our next presenter is Mrs. DeBlue.
My People's Choice is Brett Gable. Brett is a southpaw whose moral compass always points north. He's an old soul with wisdom beyond his years, who looks for the silver lining in any situation he faces and the best traits in any person he meets. He works hard, is loyal, and leads by example. And I'm really psyched to be able to do the post-game hash with you tomorrow because I heard you'd be in another undefeated team today. So my People's Choice, Brett Gable.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Effiano, read by Miss Miller.
I have the privilege of reading on behalf of Mrs. Epifano and acknowledging Jordan Henriquez. Jordan's vibrant personality and infectious positivity have significantly contributed to fostering a more uplifting and inclusive environment at Cherokee High School. Jordan's unwavering dedication to serving others and his natural leadership qualities make him a standout individual. He embodies the essence of a true leader, inspiring those around him to strive for excellence and kindness. Jordan's genuine commitment to self-improvement and spreading joy makes him truly an exceptional person, leaving a lasting impact on everyone fortunate enough to know him. Congratulations, Jordan.
Our next presenter is Mr. Forciano.
To choose one nominee for this award can be hard, but this year it was easy. My choice, Ryan Millard. With over 2,000 students in the halls of this school, you'll search long to find someone as charismatic and cool. Ryan's always respectful with a "what's up" or a "hey," then asks what's the hall duty question that day. He'll give me his answer and then hope for the best, that his response will align with most of the rest. On days when his guess matches the majority choice, you can see the elation, hear the joy in his voice. For this means that his winning streak is staying alive, though I think most wins in a row has been something around 5. Despite these occasional losses, his optimism comes through, stating, "I'll get it next time," which is typically true. Outgoing and funny, determined and not shy, Ryan's the consummate example of a well-rounded guy. Not just focused on winning, but in life having fun. Therefore, by any measure, it seems you've already won. So keep striving, keep working, keep on just being you, and show everyone out there what it is you can do. Congratulations.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Dolores.
Nico is the type of kid that always flies under the radar. A keen eye will reveal that he's always doing the right thing, always helping others, and always bringing a smile to everyone's face. My People's Choice Award, Nico Alley.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Petragani.
They didn't tell me I was closing the show, so that means I have all the time in the world. I brought my water up because I almost didn't make it through telling the kids on the bus who I nominated. Darren Atlee, obviously, or obviously to me. Darren has been our manager for the baseball team since his sophomore year. He attends almost every practice and game and does whatever the team needs him to do with a smile on his face. He always has our backs, celebrates the wins, and commiserates over the losses. Quite simply, Darren is our guy.
Thank you to all the staff members who presented tonight. Let's show our appreciation for our 2024 People's Choice Award recipients. Renaissance advisor Mrs. Bakanis will now conclude the evening with closing remarks.
Good evening. First off, I have to go off script on this. I tried to not do that because of our interpreters, but Nikki, thanks for doing such a great job tonight. We've had, because of sports, you can tell that some of the children are in uniforms, some of the coaches are in uniforms. We've had a lot of last-minute changes, and our MC tonight, Nikki, has been doing a great job of being texted during and getting all the names right. So let's just give him a round of applause. I just want to make a few thank yous. Cherokee staff, thank you for taking your time out of your crazy schedules to nominate, get dressed up real fancy, and to be here tonight. We can tell by the number of substitutions that we've had tonight that there are so many things going on between pen relays, baseball games, lacrosse, and I can't even imagine all the other sports that played today. So we really do appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule. Special thanks also to Mr. Osello and the Cherokee Strings that were here earlier today, and as always, the color guard from our NJROTC. Thank you to our Cherokee administrators for supporting this event and for nominating students. Special thanks to Mrs. Harmon, our Board of Education representative that was here tonight, and always Mrs. Charlesworth for being with us. Parents, family, and friends, thank you for taking the time out to be a part of our People's Choice event. Please remind your students, seniors, to wear your People's Choice nomination badges at graduation. Parents, this is a note from the mother of 3 boys. If your student is an underclassman, take that from them and put it somewhere where it will not get lost, because they can wear it next year or the year after that or the year after that at their graduation. Stash it in a safe place. Senior award winners, please continue to make us proud. We hope that wherever life takes you, you will always stand out. And remember, once a chief, always a chief. Underclassmen here tonight, I hope this award inspires you to continue to do your best and to connect with teachers and staff. Finally, just a little bit of housekeeping. We're just going to wait for the boys to finish getting their pictures taken, and we just need all the award winners to stay on stage so that we can get a yearbook group shot. But other than that, thank you very much for coming out. Have a safe evening and a good ride home. Thank you.